Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cohenversations number 21. 21. Can you believe this? Um, Forgive the backlighting. I know that I am kind of in the dark, but I look so much better this way, really. Um, and I decided to do this one from the backyard today. Um, Sitting here petting my dog like a Bond villain. I I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the positives about quarantine. Um, I think we tend to forget a lot. We tend to take a lot of things for granted. And as we're quarantined, eventually we get tired of sitting in front of the television and watching Law and Order in all of its various iterations constantly for hours on end, and we decide that we need to do other things. One of the things I decided to do was these these little conversations. Um, but other things come up, you know, and we're reminded of the simple things in life, and it's very nice to enjoy these things. I can't tell you the last time that I decided to just sit out in the backyard and enjoy the quiet and the sunshine. It's just a beautiful day today, and enjoy some time with my dog. Say hi, Gemma. Say hi, Gemma. Yes. Um, the quiet is a wonderful thing. I just love it. Just for a moment, don't worry, I will speak again. But just if you can hear what's going on around me. I don't know if this is picking up, but we've got wonderful songbirds back here. Um, some neighbors' voices in the background. There is a very peaceful thing going on out here. Obviously, I'm surrounded by beautiful green plants that are pouring oxygen out into the atmosphere, which I love because I'm sucking a lot of it in. Um, it is a very nice thing to be able to sit quietly, whether it's in the backyard or the front yard or on a balcony, and just sort of take in your surroundings and appreciate them. I love my backyard. It's one of my favorite things. Yes, my dog is a cutie, Maureen, and she knows it unless she's tearing things up, right? Yes, you're a monster. But also, we've enjoyed going on walks in the park lately. Uh, Normally, the park is filled with many, 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 many people playing games and screaming and chasing ducks and all sorts of mayhem. And I certainly wouldn't wish this to continue, but there is something amazingly rejuvenating about walking through a park and hearing nothing but nature around you. It is a wonderful feeling, and it really connects you to the earth. I know that once this forced quarantine is over and normality returns to parks, uh, I'm going to put a lot more effort into finding those areas where I can walk in the quiet and just be able to listen to nature. That is one of the things that I was reminded of the things that are important to me. But the other thing is the people in my life. Now, I am the first one to say that I am a terrible correspondent. I do not do phone calls often. I do not reach out to people. One of the reasons I love doing theater is because there is a reason for me to contact people and say, "Hey, how you doing? Come see my show. Let's go out to dinner." There's a reason to socialize. And I started realizing now that we really can't socialize, um, how much I really do appreciate the people in my life. And that includes people I don't speak to often. I've spoken about my brother and sister. They both live in Northern California. Um, I think a great deal of my brother, but my sister and I have always been close. We are, I would say, friends as well as siblings. Uh, and yet, we don't speak often. Since COVID has come into everyone's life, I must say we have spoken more in the last month than probably in the last year. And it's been wonderful. It's been a lot of fun. We just check in with each other about nothing, pretty much, just kind of catching up. And it's a wonderful feeling. And I decided the other day to reach out to a couple of other people, um, one of whom was an old boss of mine when I used to work back at McDonnell Douglas. She was my boss. I was her secretary. She loves to let people know that I was her secretary. Um, she has since moved to Arizona. We basically get a letter every Christmas time, you know, one of those wonderful letters that goes through the entire year on a single page, um, where it, we are updated on people's progress. We haven't seen each other for quite some time. We certainly haven't spoken in quite some time. I think last year she was out visiting some family and we dropped by to say hi. But it was a party, and you know how that is. You know, we didn't get much of a chance to talk. So yesterday, I just decided to give her a call and see how she was doing and how her husband was doing. And we had a lovely talk, a lovely visit for quite some time. If you're watching this, Karen, hi, it was great to reconnect. I have decided that I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to actually pick out at least one person a day who I haven't spoken to in a while and see if I can just reconnect. I think it's a really important thing right now. And I'll tell you, I was watching, as always, I was watching Owen Lovejoy's program at 2. And he, of course, this time totally stole what I was going to talk about, which is reaching out to people. Um, yes, Santa is doing very well. Thank you, Erica. I I was going to talk about the fact that reaching out to your friends, reaching out particularly to people that you haven't spoken to in a long time, is a very healing thing. Not necessarily for them, although I think that Karen was very, very pleased to hear from me, but it made me feel wonderful that I was able to reach out, connect, take the time. I wasn't rushed because, hey, what else do I have to do? So I could sit on the phone and talk and listen for as long as I needed to. And I sort of decided after that conversation that I was going to continue to do that. Now, some of this has come about just by chance, the reconnections. Owen, he and I have reconnected through these podcasts, and I think our friendship had become stronger than it ever was, even when we were working together, uh, just doing theater. So it is a wonderful thing, and it is a blessing to be able to have this time. Would I wish it because of this? No, of course not. No one wants the virus around. No one wants to be quarantined. Trust me, I would love to go out to a restaurant and a movie. I am really missing that sort of thing. But because we are constrained, we are able to discover, at the risk of being really cliche, these simple joys that are simple connections, whether it's to nature or to people that you haven't seen. So I would encourage you, number one, to get outside because it is beautiful today, and it sounds like it will remain that way for a few days at least. So get outside, take a walk, avoid other people, yes, but take a walk. There's nothing that's going to hurt you out here. Or just sit in the backyard, read a book, uh, hold a dog. Hi. Um, just enjoy nature, reconnect with it, and definitely reach out to people that you haven't spoken to for a while. It will make you feel wonderful. It will make them feel wonderful. Maybe you might be able to heal old wounds. One of my goals is to try to reconnect with a friend who fell out of favor, who I fell out of favor with a few years back. Hopefully, we can reconnect. Um, take the time, enjoy the time. It is not a punishment, it is an opportunity, and we should grasp onto it. If we don't, we are wasting time and spinning wheels, and there's no reason for that. Anyway, I would like to thank those of you who complimented my singing yesterday. I really can't tell you how much that means to me. That was a very, very nice thing. Normally, people just tell me, let the piano play a little louder. Tell Kaisa to just pound those keys a little louder. I still hear you. Anyway, thank you for that. Thank you for continuing to watch these. I will be back tomorrow. In the meantime, hold on. We're going to do this together. Uh, don't touch your face. No, don't touch your face. No. And stay far apart from each other. And wash your hands. Yes, preferably not by licking them. And take really good care of yourselves. And please know that I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.